Cases of work-related stress and burnout in the UK are rising. As well as the impact on employees' mental health, there is a financial cost, with the loss of 23.3 million working days costing an estimated £28 billion to the economy. Whilst companies are putting more focus on staff wellbeing, Mental Health UK says more needs to be done. We spoke to their Director of National Programmes, Deidre Bowen, to find out more.
Deidre Bowen, thank you for joining us. We are hearing more and more stories about people being stressed out, but there is a difference between stress and burnout, isn't there? Tell us what the difference is.
Yeah, so stress is characterised as usually pressure due to short-term demands, and it only lasts a period of time, whereas burnout is an emotional exhaustion, and it's characterised with symptoms of feeling helpless, disempowered, feeling very drained, and that it's a continuous feeling of exhaustion.
And you yourself suffered from burnout. Tell me about that.
In a previous role was a Chief Executive Officer of a charity during the pandemic, and things were tough for everyone at that time. And it felt like everything was on me to kind of have all the answers. And I noticed about 6 months in that my voice had quietened and I wasn't sharing with people how I was feeling. I was quite chaotic and unstructured. I wasn't doing the things that I loved as much. Work became all consuming and my world just became smaller and smaller. And my partner at weekends, of course, wanted me to be present, and I was there physically, but not emotionally. I was feeling like the pressure, but I didn't feel able to share that. So I just became quite inward focused rather than turning to others. And so after a period of time, I knew that I was at the point where something was wrong. I was really unhappy, I was irritable, I was frustrated, and I couldn't get anything done quick enough. So I took some time off work and I focused on the things that bring me joy. And that started small, from going for walks in the park to just putting some boundaries back in place and not letting work be all consuming, and sharing with people that were close and important to me about my experiences and how I'd been feeling. And as I did that, I started to re-establish those boundaries in the workplace.
And you were impacted by this, but lots of other people have stress and burnout. Mm-hmm. Are there particular people that have it more than others?
Mental Health UK did a burnout index, and we'll be doing that every year. So we did that earlier in the year. And what it showed was that 16 to 24-year-olds and 25 to 34-year-olds were more likely to take time off work due to stress, but they were also more likely to talk to their employers and get the support in place. So it's difficult to tell, but anecdotally, and off the back of me speaking about my story, and we work a lot with businesses at Mental Health UK, definitely they're telling us that stress and burnout is a factor that they're having to deal with a lot.
But they feel more open to sharing, which is a good thing.
Definitely, really good.
Very different to when I was younger. Yeah, I'd never ever have admitted to any type of problems.
No.
Buried it deep, got on with the job.
Definitely, and I agree. There's much more of an open dialogue, but stigma still remains, especially for those living with mental illness. And there's certainly fears of many that they'll maybe be looked over for promotion or be judged by their peers or their employer if they have to take some time off, or if someone is struggling with their mental health. So there's still a way to go, but definitely progress has been made.
So what changes do you as Mental Health UK want to see in the workplace?
There's lots of changes we'd like to see. One is that the government sits and brings leaders together within organisations, as well as employers and employment experts, to explore and delve underneath why people are struggling to stay in work and how we can get people to return to work. We'd also like to see mental health training for managers in every workplace so that they can spot the signs early, so employees aren't at the point where they're burnt out and they get that early support.
Okay, Deidre, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.